New efforts this week include getting you the most protective face mask on the market. The Biden administration announcing they are shipping out 400 million N95s. News 4's Gabriela Vidal spent the day asking local health officials how you can get one of those. She joins us live tonight with what you need to know. Gabby.
Yeah, and I'm learning that local pharmacies are beginning to prepare for that distribution process for those N95 masks, pharmacies like here at Walgreens. But I'm learning today that the guidance for local health departments on the distribution of N95 masks is still unclear. Still, one Mercy doctor tells me whatever the distribution process is going to look like, he says that this is a good step forward in providing more protection for the community from this emerging variant.
The Omicron strain of the COVID is such a highly transmissible virus, and that makes it even more imperative to really emphasize the basics.
Dr. Farron Mannion with Mercy St. Louis says masks have been an important tool in fighting the ongoing pandemic.
We knew all along the N95 masks, which we use in the healthcare setting, actually filter out the air more efficiently for particles, and the 95 comes from being able to filter out 95% of particles in the air, both large and small.
But he says at the start of the pandemic, N95 masks were scarce, prompting health leaders to encourage the public to use surgical and/or cloth masks. Now he's encouraging people who can to take advantage of getting N95 masks, as millions are set to be distributed across the country as early as next week.
If everyone uses all the tools we have to fight this, we'll get through this much faster.
But what distribution will look like remains unclear for some area counties, including St. Louis and St. Charles County, who tell News 4 they're still waiting on details.
We'll know more about that by today, I'm sure, in the coming days, and we'll share that information with you when we have it.
As part of the federal retail pharmacy program, both Walgreens and CVS are preparing to distribute N95 masks at their locations when they receive supply and are finalizing those operations. As far as who should be seeking out N95 masks, Manian says if you're the kind of person that can't avoid public or crowded spaces, having that stronger layer of protection is important.
The other situation where I think would be really highly recommended is if you yourself have an immunocompromising condition where you may not be able to handle COVID without complications.
Now, Dr. Manian says in order for an N95 mask to work more effectively than your typical surgical mask or your cloth mask, it has to be fitted to your face. So when you do get these N95 masks, when they're distributed next week, make sure it's fitted to your face. If not, it's not going to be much more different than using your typical surgical mask or your cloth mask. Reporting live, Gabriela Vidal, News 4.